I can't think of what else to say. Everything I have to say is in the title.
I first heard the title in a committee meeting. She had the simplest and clearest articulation, one that I hadn't heard before. It is not always about choosing the methodology that best answers your question, she said, and then asked me, what do you want to do 6 hours a day, 7 days a week? I remember Alan Peshkin making a confession tucked away in one of his many articles. What choice of methodology comes down to for many of us, I suspect, is personal taste, he wrote. And I remember reading Gloria Anzaldua's more forthright proclamation. In formulating new ways of knowing, new objects of knowledge, new perspectives, and new orderings of experience, I grapple with a new methodology. I come to knowledge through images and stories. In my methodology classes, we never paused to consider Peshkin's confession, and we never really read Anzaldua.
I was very interested in the history of the social sciences because I was kind of baffled by how people got to the point where they think they can study human beings the same way they study mechanics. That's really interesting to me. It's like, how do you get there? It's just this fetishization of methodology that happened in social science who, in some cases, worry about being called the soft science and have less prestige or less credibility, less reliability. So they have adopted some of what appears to be markers of rigor. If there's a difference between knowing and being, if there's a difference between ontology and epistemology, it's the same thing that there's a difference between ingredients and preparation. But there's not. I'm only taking the youngest, tiniest growth off the top and trying not to touch anything else of the plant. Then inseparability of knowing and being, inseparability of ontology and epistemology, the inseparable ingredients and preparation. The ingredients feed you information. How sweet is the carrot? Experimentation is usually associated with an algorithmic scientific method, right? With a controlled experiment, which is a wonderful thing to do. But I think that's not the only place for experiment. Experiment, that's how little babies, that's what they learn. Things fall down, whoop, so then they keep dropping things. This is going to drop every time I fall. So experimentation is a way of growing in all kinds of areas. I love experimentation, especially since, the French experiment and experience is the same word. Expérience, same word. To experience something, to experiment something. Part of it is the assumed chapter structure of a dissertation, which is also the same structure that occurs in AERA proposal evaluations. You're supposed to evaluate the theoretical framework separately from the methodology, separately from the findings, separate from the analysis. That's what the rubric looks like. The rubric looks like that. The standard chapter organization looks like that. And people assume that's the way it has to be done. It does not have to be done that way. You're going to get kids jumping on a trampoline in back now. I can't think of what else to say. Everything I have to say is in the title.
What's the title?
Methodology is a lifestyle choice.